Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I want to take some time to show you some cool books that I have recently pulled from my collection. If you are interested in the stack that I have sitting off to my right, stay tuned for the video. So as you heard in that brief intro, I am going to spend some time in this video showing you some cool books that I recently pulled from the 100K collection. And these in some cases are books that were in bins that I have passed over, and now that I'm going back through the collection, I'm actually spending more time going book by book, and I'm able to find some really awesome stuff that may have been tucked in between some other books that didn't look all that promising, when lo and behold, you can find a couple of nuggets or two. And so again, what I have here on the table are just a sample of some books that I've actually pulled from the collection recently. There's another stack that is sitting outside the room, and then there is another stack over here. So there's a couple of more videos that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. But there's a couple of things here that I think are really cool. One of them is this one. This to me is just a really cool Green Lantern cover. It is a cover that I have seen repeatedly over the years on Instagram. I think it is an awesome cover, and I am so pleased to have found not just one copy, but two copies of this book in the collection. I don't know what it is about this cover that strikes me. I just dig it, and I may actually spend some time reading this one because I have yet to read Green Lantern issue number 49 with this awesome cover right there. Next up is this little treat from DNA Agents, and I don't even know if you guys know anything about DNA Agents, but this is one of those good girl, bad girl kind of covers that when you see it, it is a striking cover. And there are a couple of these that I've actually found in the collection, not necessarily this title, but good girl, bad girl kind of stuff that I found. This one is actually from Dave Stevens, and I believe that this was sometime around 1985. But this is DNA Agents issue number 24, and a really nice cover. I wish that this book were in higher grade. This book has been well preserved, but I can see there's a lot of some color rub that actually probably happened back during the print production, because that's exactly what that looks like on both the left and the right side of the cover. But a 9.8 of this actually goes for a pretty nice amount of money. But with that said, it is an awesome cover, and really cool, really cool. I found this one tucked between some raw books, and it was just sitting there. Really cool book though. Speaking of things that I found tucked, I found this one, Star Wars issue number 41, and I believe that this is a cameo appearance of Yoda. I have found a healthy number of those. There are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 copies of this particular book right here. Really cool book. And what's funny is that this particular book has written on, let me see if I can move it up just a little bit, written on its backing board, ASM 360 is what is written on this one. Clearly this is a repurposed backing board, but a couple of really nice copies of Star Wars issue number 41 right there. Cool book. This next one is a book that I was actually hunting for a while. And I was hunting for this book because of the rumor of the black costume of Superman appearing in the Snyder Cut. And I wanted to find the book in which the black costume for Superman actually made an appearance. And I learned about this when I was doing one of the Go Collect blog posts. They were talking about the black costume, and I was like, well, I love black costumes. Let me figure out if I have this book. Lo and behold, Action Comics 689, I believe that this is the first appearance of Superman's black costume. The costume, as I did my research, is really a rejuvenation suit. It is not something that means that Superman is evil. It is simply something that helped with recovery. So that was issue number 689. I also pulled 690, a couple of copies of 690 from there, and then 691 as well. And I think that the black costume appears in all of these. I think that that's it on the cover. So it just made sense to pull all of them because they were literally sitting right there. After I finally found it, I was super elated. And so I was like, I'm gonna just take all these right now. This next book is a really cool book, and it's cool because I actually have the first appearance of Black Mask at CGC right now. I think I sent them 3 or 4 copies of the first appearance of Black Mask, and today I found the second appearance of Black Mask, that being Detective Comics issue number 553. And I actually read the first appearance. I have not yet read this one, but I am looking forward to reading it. And I was able to actually find 4 copies of the second appearance of Black Mask. So definitely a cool thing right there. And these copies are actually pretty nice. Again, for a black cover, they are in good shape, and I think that 2 of them are probably better than the other 2, but again, four shots on goal, if you will. And this next stack of books, I am hoping that I can find some other copies of this next title. I have several of them, but there are a couple that I am missing that I am keeping my fingers crossed that I'm going to be able to find. And this is one where I haven't found all of the copies together. I found the copies randomly placed in different bins throughout the collection, and I've been trying to just pull them together and keep track of them with the hope that I would actually find all of them. So I remain hopeful that I'm going to find the other copies of Megaton. And I think that's how you say it, Megaton. This is issue number 1 right here. And there's a black guy. He has 2 hearts. And I think he was part of some kind of super soldier experiment. Sound familiar, right? Luke Cage and Captain America and Bucky Barnes. I mean, lots of people have been through this whole experiment of super soldier stuff. So I am looking forward to reading this one. What makes this really, really cool, besides the fact that I actually have 2 copies of it, is that this is actually the first published professional artwork of Erik Larsen, the creator of Savage Dragon, technically Dragon, who later became Savage Dragon. That is one of the books that I'm actually hoping to find. There was a first appearance of Savage Dragon in Megaton. I want to say it was issue 3. I have yet to find that. So I am keeping my fingers crossed that I will be able to find that at some point. I did, however, find a couple of copies of issue number 5. And what makes issue number 5 really cool is that this is the first interior artwork by Rob Liefeld. So a couple of really cool firsts by the Image guys, Megaton 1 and also issue number 5. And just for good measure, I found a couple of copies of issue number 6, and I think it ends at issue number 6. So I have half of it so far. Fingers crossed I can find the others. And then the very last book that I'm actually going to show you has no real significance. No real significance other than the fact it is a continuation of the last title I just showed you, and it is a gold foil, and it's also a holiday book. So this is Megaton Holiday Special issue number 1 right there. Some 90s gold foil action right there. So there you go. That is essentially the end of my haul from the 100K collection. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, there are a couple of other stacks of books that I will probably do videos for so that you guys can see some other things that I've actually pulled from the collection. If you enjoyed this video, I want to encourage you to leave a comment behind, hit the thumbs up button, and we will mix it up in the comment section. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.